Can I start? I need to share my screen. So everybody can screen, right?
Yes, three of you and me has this rights.
Yes. So because I shared my screen, can you see this screen?
Yes, we can see a screen.
Okay. All right. So okay. Welcome to open house for civil Department of Civil and Environment Engineering. So my name is Chang-Seon. I'm an assistant professor in our department, and also today, actually, yeah, including me, also Professor Aslam Hossain, also the charging for the undergraduate actually presentation today. So after we make the presentation, if you have any question regarding undergraduate program in our department, you can ask to us. Okay. So now, okay, so you can see this is a beautiful picture in Nur Sultan City during the summertime. So you can see a lot of different actually the component in these pictures. So anybody can say something. You can see what is there. What is the objective is there? Some objective. Anybody? So all right, so you can see some beautiful bridges, also buildings, also river, and also high-rise the building, and also you can see some road, and also you can see car, and also bank, right? So everything is there. So basically, these pictures indicate what indicate all civil engineer has a responsibility for this actually all the component. Okay, so if you are entered our university in civil engineering program, basically the civil engineer design, build, and maintain infrastructure which are the foundation in our modern society. Civil engineer construct a building and house and also industrial plant. Also, civil engineer can do the transportation infrastructure, also the build the road, bridges, railways, airport. And also, civil engineer also maintain water energy resource system and related to all the sustainable development. And so we can do with civil engineer. So in our actually department program, basically there are three main programs. One is a Bachelor's of Science or Bachelor's of Engineers in Civil and Environment Engineering. This is an undergraduate program. Today, actually, I'm focusing this undergraduate program. After me, a professor actually the Sajid gonna explain the master program and PhD program is a graduate program. He will do that. And also the externally, we also have the Master of Engineering Management program. So here is in our department, we have six main categories. As I show in the pictures one, so actually you can see there's some bridges and also some road and building and also water, something like that. So in our department provide six actually the main program. You can see that it's a water resource engineering, environmental engineering, structural engineering, transportation engineering, geotechnical engineering, and construction engineering and management. Think about it. So in during the winter time, actually a lot of snow is comes in the Sultan City, right? After and then actually when springtime is come, all snow is melted down, right? Then there are some big issues in flood in Kazakhstan, right? So water resource engineering, they control the water, okay? So and they also manage it, and they also can do the manage the risk related to some water system, especially some dam and whatever, all kind of things. Also, relate to the water system, also environmental engineering in our program also treated some water treatment. in Kazakhstan, also located in Central Asia, right? Also, there is also so water is kind of the important. So we in civil engineering department, some faculty member study the converting the wastewater to drinkable water, something like that. That is also related to environmental engineering. Also, control some air pollution. That is also related to environmental engineering. Civil engineering also can do this. Also, structural engineering. For example, if you build a very high-rise building, but the problem is, okay, once you actually do not design properly in terms of a structure, maybe that building gonna be collapsed. Then it's gonna be digested, right? So in that case, properly, the civil engineer also provides some design and do the structural part. So that's gonna be structural engineering. Of course, you can see that the pictures. Also, transportation engineering can do the construction highways and road. Also, so for example, if I am living in Nurusultan City, if I go to downtown area during the rush hour time, I can see always I can experience a lot of traffic jam. Okay, so and in terms of transportation engineering, we can control the signal and then make more traffic flow actually smoothly. Okay, that is transportation engineering. Also, geotechnical engineering, what they do, typically, okay, whenever you make some or civil engineering related to infrastructure, if the foundation is weak, all your infrastructure, like a building, dam, gonna be collapsed. So geotechnical engineering do that kind of a design work and some also soil improvement, all kinds of things. Okay, so lastly, when you design everything, so main purpose is we have to construct, right? So in order to do proper construction, actually people have to do schedule of construction sequence, also they have to do cost estimation and also the managing something like that. That is the construction engineering and management to cover the depth. So our department provide all these six actually major program. All right. So so I mentioned that. So how can you achieve this actually six main actually key? So our actually department actually made the beautiful actually the accurate proper actually the study program based on the Federation Board for Engineering and Technology system, okay, in the US system based. So based on this, you can see that here, for example, okay, for example, this is a structural engineering. First of all, you have to learn some basic engineering component course, okay? And then from the second year, you may learn about some the structural engineering concepts there, and then also do the more actually the related course. After that, you can more if you want to study more deeply, you can choose the some more specific area or a course. You can choose specific course related to those structural engineering. So if you are following this, so and then you can achieve at least two expertise in civil engineering program. Okay, that's the actually our all the faculty member designed at all these programs. Okay, so if I go to the more deeply, as I mentioned that, sorry, I deleted this. Okay, all right. So year one, when you enter our department, so basically this is year one all the courses. So basically in year one, you may learn about what is engineering, and you have to achieve that kind of a concepts, okay? And also, of course, you are the Kazakhstani, so you have to learn about history of Kazakhstan, also Kazakh language, something like that. But most likely year one, during the year one time, you learn about some basic course for taking the advanced course. So related to all the engineering course, okay, engineering basic course. Then when you become second year, also still actually learning the more engineering concept on then you can start to the actual civil engineering course. It is starting from civil engineering CAD and also surveying. Okay, because you have to design this, and then you need this course. Also, you start to learn about, start to learn environmental chemistry related to environmental engineering. Then also structural engineering, also environmental engineering, something like this is course. Then when you become third year, now it's time to more focusing on the all our department, the 6 different area. You can start to learn the geotechnical engineering, also the water resource engineering related to the hydraulic course, and also material related to the structural and transportation course, and also some hydrology also related to the water resource and something like that. And then in the first year, still you can learn about transportation engineering, also construction, actually the construction engineering and management course. Then I say I want to really study more deeply. So in such case, we are offering some elective course. Okay, you can choose the this course depending on expertise. Okay, so this is each actually 6 categories. Main part has a more specific actually the course. For example, in structural engineering, you can also learn about pre-stressed concrete design, advanced structural mechanics, and the design of a transportation system. And then also, if you want to learn, my interesting is construction engineering and management. Maybe you have to taking more deep study course, which is application geometrics in civil engineering, also modern information technology in construction. So now this is a beam is a main actually big actually the issue innovation technology. So Professor Aslam in here, his expertise in this area. Okay, so you can choose more deep study. And also I'm interested in some kind of research. Also, you can conduct some research with each faculty member. All right. So in our department, we have wonderful expertise in each area. Is environmental engineering, geotechnical engineering, construction actually engineering and management, water resource and structural, and also transportation engineering. We have all faculty member is there. So also in all the our I mentioned that there are 6 different areas. Also, depending on that, also our department has actually three actually mainstream of the research field, which is related to urban, smart urban infrastructure energy, smart geohazardous prevention, and smart urban and the environment. It's all these 3 main research actually the area also relate to the 6 main area in civil engineering department. Okay, so then because we have also all of our faculty members has good the ability to conduct all research. Of course, also additionally, we have also many actually international collaborators is there. Also, we simultaneously we can work with the other actually countries actually the university together. Okay, so then I said you guys learn all the 60 different area, but we are not actually our department does not teach only theory. Also, we also emphasize on some hands-on experience. Okay, hands-on experience. So in order to conduct that, we have our department has the laboratory facilities, modernized laboratory facilities. So we have a construction materials lab, geotechnical engineering lab, also computer research lab is related to the construction engineering and management, also some energy analysis, also hydraulic lab related to the water resource engineering, also design lab is related to some surveying part or something like that. So you guys can learn some hands-on experience. Okay, so this is one of the example about environmental engineering lab. We have the modern actually the technology, the devices there, so you can do some water treatment, some environment related element analysis. And also construction materials lab, you can make some asphalt concrete and also some the portland cement concrete and all kind of one, you can conduct this. And then also geotechnical lab, okay, you can also testing, okay, in the something. Okay, so all our curriculum also including some hands-on experience. Okay, also if the professor actually the Aslam teach the BIM. Okay, so then you can also learn the modeling using the real software that also connected with the actual field actual real actually study in the construction and construction area. Okay, so okay, up to here related to the all the coursework, something like that. But also our department has some student chapter. So we call it, this is actually American Concrete Institute, Nazareth University student chapter. So that chapter is approved, officially approved by the US actually headquarters. So if you look at this actually map, Kazakhstan, right in here, only the green part, uh, our university has only the international, actually the American Concrete Institute student chapter. Among all the CIS country, our university has only one, actually, only one is approved by headquarters of ACR. So as one of the activities, actually the last year, no, actually this year, actually the ACR student chapter, that this is student organization, they apply actually some kind of a competition, okay, some competition work, then actually they awarded actually $5,000 for previous concrete competition. Okay, so it's supposed to do, supposed to go to the US. However, because of a pandemic situation, actually it is converted to the actual the convention convert to the virtual convention. Okay. Anyway, so in the Instagram, our the NU ACI student chapter is there. So if you want to get some more information, you can go over there. Okay. Also, the as a student activities in ACI student chapter, student do the popsicle stick bridge competition or the high strength concrete competition. I want to show you one of the movie then. Okay, so if you look at this, so once the student making the bridges using the plastic popsicle stick, then also they are evaluating, okay, how much is your the bridges actually holding the stand for the load. Okay. Also, once you making the high strength concrete, so they're gonna test it. So high strength concrete is like is a bomb, is a blasting. Okay. It's different. So if you look at this pictures, you can see it's like that. So in this one, actually, what does the student made actually the more than 70 megapascal concrete. In terms of definition of high strength concrete, if above the 40 megapascal, we call high strength concrete. But our students make above 70 megapascal concrete. It's kind of a good, cool work, right? So then this is actually the Asia student chapters, actually the board members. So each actually second year and third year, they also the first year, actually they have there's actually both organization, okay, all the board members. So they also making some the event, okay. So and then after you graduate our department program, you have two tracks. Basically, you may study more, and then you can go to the actually graduate school. Okay, so in our former student, they went to the actually the Columbia University in U.S., also Nebraska University of Nebraska in U.S., KAIST and the UCL in UK, and also they went to the Italy and Korea, and also of course we also provide some graduate program. Also they can do the more study in our university. Or if I want to really work in the field, okay, you can find a job. So our former student, actually, they are working in some BI group, as you know, one of the largest construction company in Kazakhstan. also they are also working at the international company PSI Group and the CMS, and also the Hybrid. They are working in there also. And this is actually oil company. They are working. They have also the symbol company and something like that. So you can actually got a job in the construction company. Also, some students actually got a job in the U.S. It's like a Olson company. It's one of a good company in the United States, construction company in the United States. Okay, so that is actually my presentation related to the undergraduate program. So if you have any question, you can ask me after Professor Shazim actually introduced the graduate program. Okay.
Hello, everyone. Shon, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes, okay. I'll be briefly giving you the details of the master's program as well as the PhD program that we are offering in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. Now, the MSc and PhD program, they are designed to provide the advanced knowledge and skills in the field of civil engineering. The acquired knowledge would be very useful for individuals who would like to develop a career in academia, research, and industry. The master's program, the duration of it is 2 years. In order to complete the program, you have to complete 20 ECTS. Let me briefly share the program completion requirement. In order to complete the program, you have to complete a coursework which comprises of 72 ECTS. You must complete the master's thesis. Plus, in order to get a degree, you must achieve a minimum GPA of 2.64 on a scale of 4. In the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering, we are offering specialization in the 4 key areas which are enlisted here. The first one is structural engineering and materials, geotechnical engineering, environmental engineering, and construction management. This slide shows the breakthrough of the courses that are offered during the first year. In every semester, you have to take program core courses, while in the second semester, you also need to take the elective courses. In the program core courses, you would be asked to take the technical communication, applied mathematics, finite element, advanced soil mechanics, and advanced environmental engineering. You will notice that in the program course, we tried our level best to make sure that from each key area, we are actually including one core course. Similarly, here you will see that there are some core courses, research methods and ethics, where you are going to learn what are the different types of research methods and what are the ethics involved, especially in writing thesis, followed by research seminar. And this is the core courses in the category of construction management. And here you will see that starting from the spring semester, you have to take 2 elective courses. I will share with you the list of elective courses that we are currently offering. In the third semester, you actually need to start working on your thesis. You will be assigned a supervisor. You must have an agreement. This is as per your interest and the expertise that we have in our department. Plus, you also need to take 1 elective course in both the semesters. So in total, you have to take 4 elective courses and complete a master's thesis, which comprises of 48 ECTS. Now, this slide shows the list of elective courses that we are offering in each specialization. we have tried our level best to include at least 3 to 5 electives in each key area. Depending on your interest, on your choice, you can choose any key area and you can select any elective as per your interest. Here you can find the list of electives that we are offering in the area of geotechnical engineering, construction management, and some of the courses, for example, renewable energy and building energy analysis, we have taken from some other departments. For example, the building energy analysis has been taken from mechanical engineering department. In the master's program, we have two types of grading. For courses that has to be graded, we usually use a letter grade that varies from A to F, while for non-graded courses, we give a pass or a fail. In order to pass a course, for a non-graded course, you must score 59% or higher. Now I will stop it here and I will now present the course structure of the PhD program. We are also offering PhD in the field of civil engineering. In order to complete the PhD, you have to maintain a GPA of 2.64 on a scale of 4. You must complete a total of 240 ECTS by the end of the program. Plus, you also need to appear in the subject qualifying exam, that is, you need to pass it. And every year, the review committee is going to review your annual performance. You need to ensure that you are satisfying them. There are certain requirements, and once you satisfy those requirements, you will be forwarded to the next semester. One of the main requirements of the PhD program is to publish at least one article in Q1 or Q2 ranking journal. When I say Q1, this means that you have to publish a paper in a subject category that is included in the top 25%. Okay, Q2 represents the category from 26 to 50% in the subject category. Finally, you must successfully pass a defense. So these are all the criteria that you must fulfill in order to proceed to the next semester, as well as in order to graduate successfully for getting a degree, PhD degree in civil engineering. Now, these are the 6 areas in which we have sufficient good quality faculty members. You can choose any of the key areas. For example, you can decide to work in the area of structural engineering, geotechnical engineering, environmental engineering, construction management, transportation engineering, and finally, water resources and management. We also have some professors who are also working in the area of GIS. This is the typical program calendar that shows the list of courses you must take in the first year. You will see that we have few core courses at the school level and at the department level. For example, you see that this is the main course which is offered by the school, which the title is Research Methods and Ethics. In the first semester, you have to take 3 electives. Similarly, in the second semester, you also need to take 3 more electives. In total, you have to take 6 electives, and we prefer that the student should take the elective courses from within the department. This is a very comprehensive listing of the courses that the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering is offering. You can select any course as per your expertise or as per your interest. So that is all from me regarding the master's and the PhD program. If you have any question, you can ask me and Shon. Before I proceed to the question and answer session, I will just like to show you one website. If you will write seds.nu.edu, just go to the program. If you want to get the information about undergraduate, master's, or PhD, you can find all the details here. For example, for the master's program in civil engineering, you can download the handbook. All the details regarding the master's program are included in the handbook. In the same way, for the PhD program, just click the PhD in civil engineering. You can find all the relevant information, what we are offering, the objectives, each and everything is included here. That is all from my side. I would like to thank you all. If you have any question, please feel free to ask me, Shon, and Aslam. We are here to help you.
Thank you, dear professors. Dear participants, you can ask all your questions. You can write it in chat box. You can turn on your microphone and ask your questions. Also, here is the senior manager for admission and recruitment issues, Aida Sultan Ali, who is ready to answer all the questions regarding the admission process. So you're welcome.
Lunara, I would suggest you to encourage them. If they have question, they can even type in Russian or Kazakh language, then you can translate it to us and we will be able to answer them.
Yes, of course. Дорогие участники, вы можете задавать вопросы на русском, на казахском языке. Мы переведем профессорам, или если есть вопросы касательно поступления, мы можем ответить на том языке, на котором вы нам зададите вопрос. Если вы не хотите задавать вопрос устно, вы можете его напечатать в чат-бокс, то есть в разделе чат. Yes, we have questions. So how will the admission requirements change after the changes in the SAT exam? Aida, can you please help us?
Hello, everybody. So let me introduce myself. My name is Aida Sultan Ali. I am a senior manager for admission and recruitment issues for School of Engineering and Digital Science. Hello, professors. Hello, participants. Okay, so now, yeah, we are receiving a lot of emails about these changes in SAT and IELTS examination due to coronavirus situation. But we are waiting for the official announcement, for the official order from the NU top management. For now, we have not received any changes. The requirements will stay like current requirements. So the SAT examination requirements, IELTS, TOEFL examination requirements will stay like this. It is like SAT for undergraduate, SAT subject physics and mathematics 600 from each minimum, and the SAT reasoning test 1,240 minimum plus essay. So these requirements will stay for now. But if please follow our social media and please check often our website nu.edu.kz, the announcement part where it is admission part. So please, all the announcements, updates will be there. So next question is, будут ли там уроки, связанные с химией? У меня нет химии 2 года. Если есть такой урок, будут ли нас заново учить основам? Shazim, I think the next question is for you, for the professors. So Mirey Idrisova is asking, will there any like civil engineering courses will be connected with chemistry? So she has some problems with chemistry subject. So will it be like connected with chemistry? Your microphone. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
At the undergraduate and master's level, we have some courses related to environmental engineering. So I don't know if the students would like to get into the master's program or the bachelor's program. If you can ask, then maybe we can add some more details.
Mirey, could you tell us, are you interested in undergraduate or master degree or PhD? Mm-hmm. Could you just identify here? Mirey, можете подсказать, у вас бакалавриат? Undergraduate. Mm-hmm.
So Shon, could you say something? I believe
curriculum. Yeah, curriculum.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh, okay. So each actually the university based on the A-based system, also they need the university requirement some course which contains some physics, also chemistry, because as I mentioned that our actually program also contains the environmental engineering. That environmental engineering needs some basic chemistry. It's kind of a little bit advanced. It's a high school chemistry. That's actually the that course contains like that. So we have two actually chemistry related course in our undergraduate program. One is environmental engineering, the other is environmental chemistry. These two is requires. So.
Mm-hmm. Thank you very much. Okay, the next question is, good afternoon, thank you for these presentations. Is it important for NIS students to choose all 3 subjects regarding civil engineering specifically? For example, is it okay if I choose physics, mathematics, and Russian? Alyar Kadyrov. Alyar, thank you for your question. Yeah, for NIS students, there is no like strict requirement in the list of subjects that you are choosing, but for School of Engineering, it's in priority to be to have there in your certificate physics and mathematics. So if you have the physics and mathematics, you can just apply for any program of School of Engineering. I mean, for civil engineering and for other departments also, because physics and mathematics is the basic subjects for engineering programs. The next question. Можно ли поступить на данную специальность, если закончила бакалавр гуманитарной специальности? I want to ask this from our professors. So here, Ajar is asking, she's asking her undergraduate degree, she has like not technical specialty, like she is a humanity some specialty. So now she is asking, can she apply to civil engineering department for master degree?
To be honest, we cannot stop anyone from applying. We have certain specified rules. We prefer those students who have a background in any area that is relevant to civil engineering. Okay, for example, construction management, environmental engineering. And if they have this background, I think it would be feasible for them. It would be easier for them to study in the master's or PhD program.
Mm-hmm. But of course, it's your choice, Ajar, as Professor mentioned. Of course, it's your choice if you want, if you very want to apply to civil engineering, and maybe you can show you in the interview your background, that your knowledge in civil engineering. So you can try, of course. Mm-hmm. Okay, the next one. Okay, so here.
Yeah. I have also shared websites for the master's and PhD program. If they want, they can go through these links to find more information about the master's and PhD program.
Yeah, exactly. Thank you. Any other questions? Еще есть вопросы, ребята? Можете на русском, на казахском, на английском, на любом языке мы переведем. Also, I would like here, okay, do you have any special requirements about motivational letter?
For the graduate program or undergraduate?
For graduate, I think, because for undergrad, we don't need motivation.
I think it is better to get the
undergraduate.
Even for, I think it is better to get it from their supervisor. If, for example, they want to enroll in the graduate program, their instructors who taught them in the undergraduate program, if they can get the recommendations from them, it would be better. If somebody is working in the field, they can also get the recommendation letter from the company boss or from the immediate boss.
For undergraduate students, Shazim?
Shon, is there any requirement
from the principal? Maybe, yeah.
No, actually, motivation analysis doesn't require for the undergraduate course.
Yeah, so this is just like optional, Aliyar. So maybe from your teacher or from your principal, from the person who knows you better and who can, recommend you as a specialist. Yeah. Okay, the next question. Можно пару рекомендаций по прохождению интервью? Could you give us information about conducting interview, about how to pass the interview?
Maybe some tips, recommendations.
Yeah, tips, recommendations.
For the undergraduate or graduate program?
I think graduate, because for undergraduate, interview requirement is only for Olympiad winners.
Yeah,
for masters, for all of them.
For the graduate program, we have certain stages. In the first stage, they need to submit the documents. And based on those documents, we do a shortlisting. Once we do the shortlisting, then we invite the candidates for the interview. And we have an interview panel from various specialization, and they are allowed to ask any question. For example, most of us, we try to make a very simplified questions that could you explain what did you do in your bachelor's program, why you want to join Nazarbayev University, why you choose the civil engineering department. Some professors can ask the technical questions as well. For example, if some student says that I want to study structural engineering, so we can ask why you want to study structural engineering. Have you visited our departmental website? If yes, then what did you find?
Thank you. So another question is, где проходит практику студенты, магистранты, если тесное сотрудничество с конкретными компаниями? Professors, could you tell us about the internship for students? About the some agreement with companies, with what kind of companies? So about this.
I think, Shon, could you explain regarding the summer internship?
Oh, yeah, actually, based on the ABES system, actually, our department doesn't actually require any internship. But if a student want to have some field experience, okay, they can do, but it's not the actually requirement for the department in order to do graduate.
Yeah. I can also add that you can also be hired as a research assistant by any faculty member who is working in the Department of Civil and Environmental Engineering. The professors, they have the project and they can pay you starting from third year and onward, and you can get experience, that is the lab experience, the field experience, or simulation-based experience. And that is going to help you a lot to acquire higher knowledge, for example, in the master's program, or even it is going to help you a lot if you would like to go to the field.
Okay, I want to add something here. Dear applicants, we have like a special big department at Nazarbayev University. It's called Career and Advising Center. This is a special department where they are helping to our students to find like different internships by your programs. Also, the next question is about employment. So also this department is responsible to offer you workplaces. So they will help you. They work very hardly in these cases, like internships and employment. So you will be contacted to this department during your study, also after the study, because they are working very hardly with alumni. So when you apply to Nazarbayev University and you get the scholarship, so in the orientation week, they will present their presentation about all their duties, their works, so you will be informed. Okay, the next question. Я имел в виду мотивационное письмо, которое пишет учащийся, что вы хотите увидеть в мотивационном письме. Важно ли оно? Aliyar is asking, what do you want, he is asking about motivation letter, what the applicant should write there, what kind of I don't know, points maybe that admission committee want to see.
For the graduate program, we have two things. One is the motivational letter and one is the recommendation letter. Recommendation letter has to be taken by the immediate supervisor if someone is working in the field, and if the student is directly coming from the university, then he can take the recommendation letter from the professor. As far as the motivation letter for the graduate program is concerned, we would like to see that why the student would like to study in the master's program, why he has applied to the civil engineering program at Nazarbayev University.
Mm-hmm. And I think the same points for undergraduate and for master, for PhD programs about motivation letter. Okay. So about Mireille is asking, если у меня был опыт работы по созданию чертежей, будет ли это полезно в мотивационном письме для бакалавриата? Конечно, Mireille, конечно. Mireille is asking, she has some experience in the так, как будет чертеж на английском?
Drawing.
Okay.
So Mireille had an experience in creating drawings. I mean, the special technical maybe drawings. Is it will be it useful in the motivational letter for undergraduate?
Yes, I think AutoCAD and technical drawings, if she can prepare it, we have a course, we teach surveying and CAD course to the first year students. It is going to help her a lot. If she wants to add this kind of information that she has training, but as already told by Aida, that this is optional for the undergraduate program. So if it is optional, this means that it does not carry any additional weightage.
Yeah, so let me explain here just to clarify. For undergraduate admission requirements is like if you are secondary school graduate. So this is first of all IELTS or TOEFL certificate, then SAT certificate, two SAT reasoning and SAT subject, and these two. These two certificates are the main requirements, but the requirements, for example, like motivation letter and other certificates, diplomas, maybe some Olympiads, some research works, these kind of things, of course, you should submit as additional documents. For example, if you are in a border case in the ranking, like you have like the same point with another applicant, we will look and give some additional point for your additional documents. So in that case, we need these additional certificates, diplomas, your motivation letter. We will read in these cases. But the main thing is our IELTS and the SAT certificates. Okay. The next questions.
Aida, is it possible for you to share the range if you know about what is the score required for IELTS and?
Yeah, of course. Let me just, and you, I will show you. Let me open it. Sorry, I have like no camera, that's why I cannot show myself, but I can share my screen. Let me find first of all.
While Aida is looking for this presentation, the slides, I want to add that at the 17th of February, we will have the live stream on NU account in the Instagram about how to write the how to make a good application to the PhD program. I will send the additional information to the chat box. Please join us. This session will be held by our Director of the Graduate Studies, Professor Luis Rojas Salazarno.
Okay, can you see my screen, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So, dear participants, first of all, you should go to this website, so NU-EDU.KZ, there at the admission, then here undergraduate, and you have here this kind of parts. So when you see entry requirements, you will see all the requirements, the list of requirements here. So as I told you, for undergraduate, we have like five categories. So you should first of all choose one of these categories where you related. Then you should submit documents related to this category. The first one is graduates of students of secondary school colleagues, UK Foundation Program, graduates of A-level program. So here, the School of Engineering and Digital Science, our requirements are IELTS and the TOEFL, 6.5 overall and 6.0 in each section. This is the main, or TOEFL you can see here, this kind of thing. Then, as I told, the next one is SAT reasoning test, or ACT, instead of SAT reasoning test. The SAT reasoning test, 1,240. Essay is required, but we don't need like minimum score for essay. SAT subject test, for School of Engineering and Digital Science, we need math and physics. 600 for each subject minimum. So then interview, as I told, interview is required only for the category of Elective winners. For other categories, interview is not required. Only these three certificates, IELTS, SAT, SAT, okay? Then for NIS students, we need IELTS and your NIS grade 12 grade certificate. NIS 12 grade certificate, minimum should be there, your grades should be A, B, B. Any subject, by the requirements, it's any subject, but for School of Engineering, in the priority will be physics and mathematics. But if you are going to apply to chemical engineering, of course, chemistry will be. So also interview not required, IELTS 6.5 overall, 6.0 in each section. Then for IB category, the same as NIS, but that like IELTS 6.5 and your IB certificate, IB DP program. Okay? So 30 total score, 445 for 3 subjects of high level. This interview also not required. Then transfer students. This is a special category. This is students who are, for example, now you are studying in other universities, but you want to transfer to Nazarbayev University. So for those kind of students, we need IELTS 6.5, SAT reasoning test, SAT subject test. Also, we need from you GPA from your university transcripts, 3.0 out of 4. Interview is not required. But before submitting these documents, we also kindly ask you to submit to admission committee your course descriptions with your transcripts. And the last one is in winners of international or Republican subject Olympiads. You can see in our website the list of Olympiads that we receive. Please just be careful, just read it carefully. Then for Olympiad winners, we need your certificate, that you had this medal. Then we need also IELTS. It's written here that IELTS is not required, but for School of Engineering, it's better to submit also minimum 6.5, 6.0 for each section, and interview is required. Interviews are required compulsory to check your English level. So this is all the information. Also here we have list of documents, selection process, useful information. This is a very nice website. It's very useful, very useful for you. So please just look at it. And if you have any questions, you can just send to our seds.nu.edu.kz email all your requests and your questions. We will be glad to answer all your questions. Thank you. For graduate also, guys, you can just look at here admission, masters, and the same. Yeah, you can go there, and also you can see here, just select our school requirements. So here GPA, the main thing is GPA 2.75 out of 4, and your current transcript we need from the degree. If you are going to master, so we need your bachelor degree diploma. Yeah. If you are going to PhD, we need from you master and the bachelor degree diplomas. But we'll look minimum CGPA from your master degree transcript. Also IELTS, but also here some exemptions from IELTS. Please read it carefully here. Then GRE and the GMAT text, but this is also GRE test is optional. If you have, please submit. If not, so it's okay. High motivation and a strong interest in the program. So this is the main requirements for master. The same for PhD. Okay. Any other questions? Okay, so I think the question is there is no question from our applicants. We would like to thank you first of all for our professors who joined and organized this this session. Also, thank you for Lunara for organizing this Zoom session, and applicants who participated. As I told you, the record of this webinar of this session will be in our YouTube channel. You can just review it there, and all your questions about admission, about the program, about the content, about curriculum, so they are welcome in our email seds.nu.edu.kz. Also, you can write directly to our professors of Civil and Environmental Engineering Department. You are welcome. So take care and thank you very much. There is one question. Здравствуйте, можно ли прийти в универ и там обсудить по поводу обучения? So one of the applicants is asking, is there possible to come to university and face-to-face discuss about the program? So на данный момент, извините, пожалуйста, у нас кампус закрыт, так как мы вообще с марта месяца работаем из дома все, так как у нас из-за коронавируса, ситуации с коронавирусом, поэтому пока до конца до конца лета, как нам известно, нам не разрешает, поэтому через email и через телефон только. А так, наверное, да, когда откроют, у вас будет возможность прийти и уже ознакомиться тет-а-тет. Unfortunately, the campus is closed until the end of this summer. So all of us are working from home from the March. So, but we hope that the situation will be better and we will come back to our workplaces and for the normal regime. Okay, so guys, if you do not have any other questions, we can just
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye.
Bye.
Thank
Bye.
you.
Thank you very much. Bye.
Thank you, Aida.
Thank you very much. Bye.